Again, my name is Jose Trujillo. I'm a fine art artist, and I'm coming to you from my art studio to talk to you about one of my favorite artists, uh, Vincent van Gogh. Um, and I want to talk to you about this painting, Riverbank, with rowboats and rowboats, not robots. I don't know how I pronounced it. And three figures. Vincent van Gogh was a post-impressionist artist. I think he was the post-impressionist artist. Post-impressionism just means that the movement, the art movement after the impressionist movement, which was, you know, with Monet, Renoir, Cicely, and all those cats. This guy came after. I mean, he was a contemporary of them, but the movement came after because of his more the freedom in his style, along with Paul Cézanne and some other cats of that caliber. Van Gogh, before I start, this is not an academic lecture. I always say this in the beginning of my videos because I'm not trying to give you more information on what this meant, what that meant, and I think you can find that just about anywhere. My intention is not to give you that. My intention is to give you, to share with you my observation based from an artist's point of view, how I perceive the painting, how I perceive the artist in this particular painting, and I think that let's go. See if you can see it. I love this prints because you can really see the detail. As very, very good detail from these little prints. In true Van Gogh fashion, once again, it's from an outsider's point of view. I mean, of course, that's what artists do. They stand back and to observe. But this guy, you can really see that this guy is somewhere else. Either he's on the other side or on a rowboat himself. Sketching this or painting it very fast. I don't know how fast, but it's based on my observation, very fast. This is a wet on wet painting. You can tell right away. There is no wet on wet means that like another word is a la prima, that they finished it in one take. They didn't go study it a little bit and then went back the next day and then do a little bit more, and then Impressionists were infamous for doing that. Although a lot of people tend to think that they finished paintings in one take, and they did many times that. But a lot of these artists would go and paint a layer and then come back the next day and then do another layer and then do it that way to really build up, and it helps a lot from an artist's perspective. It helps a lot when you're painting on a surface that is not maybe too heavy in texture, but it's already painted. You go and whatever you add, if you have a trained eye, it just keeps enriching it and really building it. Monet was a master at doing that. You could see it in his haystacks and his water lilies everywhere. I mean, but Van Gogh, going back to Van Gogh, it doesn't seem like he did that a lot. Not based on my observation. It doesn't seem like he even enjoyed doing that. I think this cat would go and then just get it over with. Boom. Because I think that he was trying to, as I mentioned in other videos, he was trying to convey the feeling, the emotion. He was going deeper than the Impressionists. He was just going that much deeper. He was breaking boundaries. As you can see in some of the Impressionists, the figures are faceless, but this guy really makes them faceless. Let's see if you can see that right there. The lady who's possibly reading down there. He doesn't care about that. He's trying to get the mood. And and I think from based on his not just on his mental challenges that he was having, emotional challenges, but just any other human being, is looking for peace. We're all looking for it, which is where we're looking for it in different ways in different places, and it's all the same. He's looking at this. Maybe it's a Sunday, a weekend, or maybe not. I don't know. But he sees how they're how they're enjoying themselves, and he wants to capture that. You know, I don't think it's so much for studying purposes. I don't think this was an artist who studied, you know, in that sense of the word, the very what do you call it? Like those well, yeah, artists who like Leonardo da Vinci, and you know, artists who were very pragmatic in the way that they did things. This guy was more like, let me see what's going on there. Let me absorb it and put it on the canvas. How I feel about that. And you can see this right here. I mean, the nature overpowers it, you know. And then you have this insignificant, almost, you know, not insignificant, but almost three little figures right here, just being surrounded by the water and the boats, you know, and all this nature. And it's almost like clustering, you know, like pinching them in a way. That's what I feel when I see this painting. But yet enjoying themselves. They're being almost pinched by nature. They're right in the middle, you know. They're right here. They're the center focus, and all nature is around, the sky, everything. And this is probably what he felt like, you know. He's probably feeling like all these emotions, you know. The world is bombarding him, just like, you know, we go through our day and we have all these thoughts and these ideas and problems and, you know, anxieties and whatnot, and yet these people still manage, in spite of all that, to have a good time out with the rowboats. And I think he admired that. I think he liked that. From another outsider's point of view, in this case me or you, looking at the artist, looking at them, I don't want to make it too confusing, but he too was doing that. He was doing what they were doing. See, they were finding peace in the rowboats. He was finding peace in painting them, seeing the peace of them in the rowboats, you know, the joy. And when we see the painting, we too experience that. We experience what he was experiencing. It's really beautiful. I think that to look at it that way, it's very nice. Once again, this is Jose Trujillo, me, a fine art artist, and this is a piece by Van Gogh. Thank you so much for watching.